I think Donald Trump expected the media attack he got. I don't think he expected with those Muslim comments and to ban any additional Muslims from coming into this country. Well, an attack from the greatest. Muhammad Ali releasing a statement shortly thereafter saying presidential candidates proposing to ban Muslim immigration to the United States, saying we as Muslims have to stand up to those who use Islam to advance their own personal agenda. Was that Muhammad Ali's way of saying, Donald Trump, you're going down? Rasheda Ali, the daughter of Muhammad Ali, joins us right now. Rasheda, so good to have you.
Good to have you, too. Thank you so much, Neil, for having me.
I always do love having you on. Under this circumstance, so it's a little weird. Your father was saying, essentially, that not all Muslims are ruthless, saying they're not all Islamic jihadists that go against the very tenets of society, but more to the point he was saying of his religion. But a lot of Americans, as you know, and what Donald Trump is saying, we'd have a funny way of seeing it these days. You say what, he says what.
Well, I think, first of all, we're so proud of our dad who came out with this statement. It was very, very poignant, and it was very important, and it was very needed, especially now. My dad has always, as an ambassador of peace, he has always given of himself. He's had strong conviction. He has always been a man who has spoken out against people. But more importantly, he's always been generous and kind to people and loved everyone. And I think that's why my dad is the most revered and loved and respected Muslim on the planet. And that's why we love his statement so much.
Well, I think what Donald Trump might be saying, Rashida, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but your dad, who no one questions, is certainly his stature, that he might be more the exception among Muslims. And that's what's giving people pause, that they're worried, they're nervous. After these attacks, they don't hear more of these moderate or friendlier Muslims speaking out to the degree your dad did.
Well, here's the thing. I think my dad coming out with his statement, I feel that we need to really create a bigger dialogue, and I think my dad has done that in creating. He's a man of respect and honor, and Muslims look up to him. People all over the world look up to him. So I think when he came out with this statement, I think he's really kind of opened the door in creating dialogue for other Muslims to follow suit.
But they're not.
Really
now, some are, and some are, Rashida, but not many are, and that's what gives some people some agita. They get nervous, like, geez, what's going on?
Right. Well, here the truth is, I'm on Twitter all the time, and I'm saying that Muslims are coming forward, and they are saying things. This is not us. This is not us. Really, the dialogue is important because we have to understand that if people understand what Islam is, what does it mean? Islam is a peaceful religion. Muslims know that. People don't really know that, but if they really study and they understand the religion, they'll know it is a peaceful religion. And when terrorists come out and they kill people in the name of Islam, that is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. When you take a path that is not peaceful, you are not going with the constraints of Islam. And that is really educating people, and that's what my dad's trying to do. He's trying to educate people and dispel some of the misconceptions about what most people think Muslims are. There are a lot of honorable Muslims. Queen Reina of Jordan, Cat Stevens. There's so many honorable Muslims who are actually practicing Islam. But there's a group of terrorists who say they're Muslim, and they're not. And that's really what the whole idea, and I feel, is the point of that statement.
All right, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying, I'm just trying to be fair here, that did your dad hear these comments? I know he has advanced Parkinson's. It's very hard for him to speak, and he got riled up, and then he talked to you or others in the family, say, I want to put out a statement. Tell me what happened after that.
No, he didn't talk to me. He put out a statement, and all the kids saw the statement, and we were so elated. I think what's happening in this country is really, we're going down a dark path. In my opinion, I feel that if you have a public platform, or if you have a certain position of power, you have a certain responsibility. People look up to you. People listen to you. And I think what happens is it's irresponsible to say things that you don't really know what you're talking about. And this is just in general. When you have a public platform, you really dangerous rhetoric is not productive at all, and what it does is it promotes hate, anger, and fear. And that leads us down a dark path, and that's really the path we shouldn't be going down right now in this country.
So you are not for Donald Trump for president?
I'm not really talking about any one particular person. I just feel that Muslims in general are being they're not really being portrayed.
Well, who do you like? I'm just curious. Who do you like for president, or your dad likes?
Because really,
who?
most people who have a public platform, and I'm not naming any particular person, but anyone that has a major platform, they shouldn't be irresponsible and talk about all Muslims as a blanket statement when you're talking about people who are harming others, which is completely against our religious beliefs, 100%.
Rasheda, I think your IFB goes down when we're talking, so I apologize. But do you have a candidate you like? Does your father have a candidate he does like or finds inspiring or promising?
Right now, my dad does not have a position on a presidential candidate.
Do you?
Not at all. He doesn't have a position right now.
Do you?
And I do not have one right now.
Okay. All right, Rasheda, I apologize.
Right now, I think the conversation we should be having, Neil, is we need to promote peace.
Okay.
And going against Muslims who are really following the rules, it's not really the dark path we should be going down. We should actually come together as a community to try to combat terrorism without pointing fingers to groups that really shouldn't be blamed for a group of terrorists who are really trying to harm others, calling themselves Muslims. That's the real case here.
All right. Rasheda Ali, thank you very, very much. Always good talking to you.